Got my own little altar here. Sunday sermon, preaching to 3 sheep and 2 trail runners. Blessed thy Lake District or something. Amen. I've just come up from the National Trust campsite down at the bottom of Eskdale. It's about a couple of miles walk up here, and I'm heading right up the valley of Eskdale up towards kind of Scafell and S Pike. So I've got a Wildcamp planned tonight. Not decided exactly where, just going to take my time, but I want to bag S Pike. The conditions tonight are pretty much spot on. You'll never get better than this, I don't think, if they're correct. Very little wind, warm but not too warm. No rain really from about 6 o'clock onwards, and it's saying visibility 90 to 100% clarity. So like I said, you don't get much better than that. Anyway, I'm going to bash on. I probably won't do too much waffling to camera because I just want to get up there and preserve the time. So I'll film bits as I'm going up. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Not a bad view of the mighty Scafell straight up ahead. Definitely the best angle of it for me. It's absolutely mind-blowing, this area. On a day like this, I'm resisting the urge to stop and film every 2 minutes, every time you go past some fast-flowing water or a pool. It's just amazing. And then, I mean, the view right in front, got the falls coming down, crags on each side, Scafell. You can just see the top of Scafell Pike now, I think. It's unreal. So I'm just going past Tongue Pot. Couldn't really film there because it's like the Olympic Village. And there's lots of scantily clad people. If you don't know, obviously Tongue Pot's a massively popular spot for wild swimmers. I would say, I was going to say 90% of the people I've seen seem to be swimming rather than hiking, but it's probably 100%. So anyway, I'm just coming up to Lincove Bridge, and I've bombed it up here. Quite easy really, this section, before I start climbing. So I'm probably just going to have a little break, slow it down a bit, and have a bite to eat. Right, well, I've got fire pot spicy pork noodles. They get quite a lot of grief, these. I think this one was pretty nice when I tried it before, but if they're not, just a little bit of hot sauce goes a long way to make it better. What do you think of me micro spoon, by the way? Cracking, isn't it? Dual purpose. Listen to this one. They're an Englishman, an Irishman and a Scotsman. No, don't go there. The more people I see going up that waterfall, the less of a good idea I think it was filtering my water there. I hope they're not mucky buggers. No pissing in the pool, please. There is a path up there. It doesn't look as obvious because all the foliage has grown, but yeah, it's quite easy really. But I'm going to go to the left this time up here, obvious path, and probably somewhere up there come back over, so I'm on the side going up to our gap. Stay, calm. Good lass. So my detour didn't get me onto the path that I wanted to be on, which is right over there. But I've been up that way before anyway. But I am on a path that should go around and meet it eventually. But glad I did, because look at that view. Scafell Pike, if it's not obvious. So hopefully I'll get a bit more of that on my left hand side as I'm walking up. Such a remote place, this. I don't think I'll see anybody now until I get up to our gap or Escores, assuming I make it. Fingers crossed. Whew, hard work that. So I've just been making my way up through the valley on what again is meant to be the OS Maps path. It's kind of there, but not the easiest to see. Whereas if you go up right after Lincove Bridge, I mean, it's just such an easy and obvious path to do. So a little bit of an adventure there, but I reckon if I'd have gone on the obvious path, it'd probably be way ahead. So anyway, I can see the river, and I can see, I think it's Greenhow, where I camped. Yeah, where I camped last time I was up here. Crinkle Crags behind me. Scafell there. Scafell Pike, that's our gap, which hopefully I'll be going up. What can I see behind me? Slight side. Yeah, Belpfo was showing. Slight side. Scafell, presumably. Scafell Pike. I don't know if you can see it on here, but wowzers. Right, crack on. I don't need paths. Make my own paths. Don't worry about it. I was about half a foot away there from a potentially bad situation. Wasn't paying attention, didn't look in front of me, and there was like a massive hole. Well, not a massive hole, a very narrow one, but quite a deep one. That a foot would have fit inside, and a leg would have struggled, probably not to snap if it had gone in between it. So stupid that. I've got poles, so always bring poles, in my opinion. Just make everything so much easier, especially when you're carrying a big pack. Don't know why people wouldn't. But yeah, if you're walking on crappy paths like this, always be using your poles. Should follow my own advice really, shouldn't I? Well, according to the map, the fords are just behind this this crag, but I don't really see any issues with getting through here. Just walk straight through again with the poles. I'm not filming it because I'm about to put the mockers on it now. But yeah, it's quite good fun getting lost. Well, not lost, but not being familiar where you are. As long as you've given yourself enough time and you've got a way to navigate out of it, which in my case is a phone and an app, not a map and compass. But yeah, I'm actually quite glad to be getting over the river now, and then I'll be back on a path that I'm familiar with. Right then, just at the bottom of Scafell, you got the path up there, up to 3 Tarns, quite a popular wild camping spot. That drops down into Great Langdale via the Band, or if you're going right, you'd go up to Crinkle Crags, and left, obviously, Scafell. A bit claggy up there now. And this is my path here up Orr Gap. So I'm going to get up there, well, not right up there, I'm going to get to the foot of it, take some fluids on, get some snacks down me, and then bash on up there. Looks like a bit of a slog, but beer. Right, not too much filming going up here, if any at all. I just want to get up there. Let's go. Ah, slogfest. I think I've just come up the steepest bit though. Looking at the contours, it seems to flatten out a bit. Oh man. Thankfully I just got some cloud coming as I was really suffering, which is helping. I think I'm only about a third of the way up though, so still a ways to go. Feeling quite happy now. Made it in, well, I haven't made anywhere yet, but it's only 6 o'clock, so I've got 3.5 hours till sunset. And I'm still not decided where to put the tent. I'll have a look on way up to Scafell Pike. If I find anything decent, kind of tempted to get the tent up. If I go to Scafell Pike, sorry, if I continue up to Scafell Pike, I'll check it out. If I'm not keen, and I just don't know if I will or won't be, I might drop down and go to Allen Crags or something like that. Right, just arrived at Orr Gap. As predicted, seen my first person that I've seen in hours. Only one. Heading off up there up to Scafell Pike. Now starting to get the views down the other side. Oh, what a bloody walk. I can see a spot here that would make a fantastic camping spot. And I am pretty knackered. I think if I go up to Scafell Pike, drop down to West Hawes and then go down back towards, yeah, West Hawes, I'm tempted to pitch up down there, just because tomorrow I'm planning on heading down to Borrowdale anyway, and I know that there's water sources down there. Definitely going to go up to Scafell Pike now, definitely. So yeah, onwards to Scafell Pike. Freezing now. Scafell Pike summit. Yep, cool place. Very rocky, my kind of place. Can still see people on Scafell Pike up there. 7 o'clock now. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to camp here. You can't camp on the summit, it's really rocky. I guess you could drop down maybe on the other side. There seems to be quite a bit of grass. But I don't know really, I kind of feel like looking down on the other side now, given that I've been in Eskdale all day pretty much, and yesterday. So yeah, I'm going to go down to West Cause and then, ooh, I'll tell you what, Glaramara and Alan Crags is looking very tempting, absolutely bathed in sunlight. And there's tarns there as well, so definite water source. Anyway, I'll shut up waffling, get my ass down. So I've got a pretty good view of Sprinkling Tarn from up here, and I can see probably 6 tents. Unsurprising really, given the conditions and the location. But I didn't see any tents over on, or rather between Alan Crags and Glaramara. Although it's quite difficult to see from that distance really, unless someone's in a bright orange tent, like they are down there. Right, I'm up at the summit of Alan Crags. Mainly because it's so claggy over there towards Great Gable. So I thought if I come up onto the ridge here, I've got a better chance of getting a view somewhere and potentially a sunset. Yeah, I've got plenty of time. It's only 20 to 8. Might just go down there and hope that it clears up, and at least I'm above Sprinkling Tarn. Let's go and investigate. You watch, I'll be pitching up at 10 o'clock tonight. Lastminute.com as per usual. Nightmare. I've spotted a tent, only one though, and they've got the bloody spot that I saw last time I were here, when I got here too late as per usual, without having a good scout around, although that was deepest winter, dark at 4:20. I should be able to find somewhere though in the vicinity. And we can keep ourselves to ourselves. I might even make another friend. Probably think I'm trying to move them on though, as per. Right, not far now. Right, well I could try and get on that edge, but as you could probably just see, unless you're blind, quite a lot of weather coming in from that way. So, oops. So I think I've stumbled upon my old spot, which is quite sheltered, and it's quite nice looking over towards Pike Stickle. My God, that is some cloud, that. I wonder if that's going to blow over this way in a minute. I could be totally clagged in. Wind's blowing this way, so I'd imagine it will do. Don't know if it's going to dump any rain down, but might be an idea to get the tent up. Quick time. I've settled on here. The light's not very good, so yeah, facing directly where I came down earlier. Got a bit of protection here from the wind. It has picked up, and it's quite nippy as well, actually. So it's a bit in the shade, but I literally just have to walk to here, which means hopefully if the clag stays off, I should get a sunset, and then tomorrow a bit of a sunrise as well, hopefully. Can't believe how windy it is. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. Or maybe it's just not as windy as I think it is, but tent should be fine. Managed to get all the guys in, despite I am just about squeezed in between these rocks, so I had to sort of jiggle them around a bit to get them in. But yeah, I think we're all good. What time is it? So finally, time to get a beer. 20 to 9. Oh, and get some warm clothes on because it's bloody freezing. Got my really cool hat on. Lovely and warm. It's the OMM core beanie, same as the hoodie I've just put on. That Alpha Polar Tech or whatever you call it. But anyway, cheers. Definitely breezier than I thought it'd be. Yeah, I think I've picked a good spot where I am. Just looking down a sprinkling tarn, and it's completely in the shade. Shame I ain't getting any views of Great Gable. I think Sunday's meant to be the best day anyway, so hopefully another cracking day in the lakes, but this one's been hard to beat. Gotta say, I'm amazed how quiet it's been up here and pretty much all day. All I keep hearing is how the Lake District is becoming completely overrun with people, especially this time of year. But I get that, and I know where people mean. I know exactly where people mean. I don't know why you need to go to those places, but each to their own. They will get ruined though eventually. I'm afraid. I know one or two that already are. But what can you do, eh? What can you do? Just don't go, I think, would be my suggestion. Or if you do, go in winter. Winter's a different kettle of fish for camping. Right, I'm going to get in the tent and get cosy. I didn't think I'd be saying that this evening, to be honest. I thought if anything I'd be too warm, but yeah, it's a bit of a biting wind. So yeah, just got to bring you back up here. Not to look at me, obviously, but at that. Waited ages for this beer, expecting it to be spectacular, and it's anything but really. It's a Kentish Pale Ale. It's brewed for the National Trust. It's all I really had in the shop. I mean, it's all right, but for some reason it's giving me hiccups. Yeah, I think I'll put that one away and give the other one a shot. Anyway, it's going to National Trust, so can't all be bad. Right, so back in the tent now. I don't think I'll be getting out other than to go collect my action camera that's doing a time lapse. Try to get a sunset. See how that turns out. So yeah, I've just got some food to eat. I've got another dehydrated meal. Great. It's actually not bad, this one actually. It's the adventure food spaghetti bolognese. It's quite nice. And some biltong to go with that. I've got one more beer and a bit of red wine, so I'm going to enjoy that, have a bit of chill time, and I'll probably get my head down in about an hour. It's about 10 now. I can't remember what time sunset is. It's got to be about 6 AM. I'll try and get up for it, but bloody hell, I'm exhausted. I'll set my alarm, see what happens. So anyway, I'll shut up waffling and I'll turn you off now. Ooh. Morning. Well, looking like another stunning day today. Anything to report? Pretty cold last night. Woke up a couple of times. Yeah, really cold. Quite a lot of moisture. Quite a lot of moisture inside the tent as well. Not sure if it rained because I was dead to the world. I've lost me Encore beanie, which I'm a bit gutted about, so I'll have to have a good look around for that. Got a bit of a blister on my left ankle and no blister plasters, so I don't carry them normally because I've got a roll of Leukotape that I just wrap around a little bottle of sanitizer, but I seem to have lost that as well. Probably in the toilets at the National Trust campsite still. So, fantastic views all around today. I'm going to get a coffee on, get packed up, probably get the drone up if it's got any power in it, and give you a good look around. Still a couple of tents down at Sprinkling Tarn. Yeah, it's a really quiet area this. I think most people are just up to Esgars, onto Great End, and obviously over to Scafell Pike. And after coming back, ditto. Shame really, because this is a magnificent area. Can't see that beanie anywhere. Right, I've made an executive decision. I'm going to go back up Allen Crags, drop down to Sprinkling Tarn and take the path down to, it's either Ruddy Gill or Grains Gill, get confused with that. Yeah, I've just put my boots on and I can feel this small blister rubbing already, so I just want to get onto a path that I know. Rather than getting lost and messing around with a blister. So yeah, that's what I'll do. 10 to 9 now, so I'll start packing up in about 10 minutes and get myself down. That inversion's coming over here, so I might get a bit of that action, hopefully. Got my own little altar here. Sunday sermon, preaching to 3 sheep and 2 trail runners. Blessed thy Lake District or something. Amen. Time to leave, and as you leave you obviously leave no trace. So back up to Allen Crags and then it's all downhill from there. Right, just at the bottom of Allen Crags, coming back to Escores and the little shelter. Not had a proper breakfast yet, just coffee and Skittles. Not really got anything too breakfasty with me. Got an adventure food chocolate pudding. I think that's the best I could do, really. So I'll probably stop as I get down the gill and eat it there. And there's somebody coming up, so I'm going to stop talking. Morning. Okay, well I'm just at the top of Ruddy Gill. Great End towering behind me. And you can see the path going all the way back down to Seathwaite to Stockley Bridge. I'm nearly at the bottom now, just above the little wooden bridge that crosses over. So I'm going to have some breakfast. And what I've concocted could be genius. I've got chocolate mousse, and some gently baked strawberries. Needed that. Just walking beneath Glaramara now behind me. I could have gone that way and it would have been a lot quicker, but I do like this route, so I think it's worth it. It's just a bit of a slog when you get to Seathwaite Farm, not in the car, so just that last bit walking on the road. Yeah, I'm kind of at the stage now where I feel like all the fun's over and I've got a laser guided focus on nothing else but a pint of Coke with lots of ice and a slice of lemon, a cheeseburger and some onion rings. So I'm hoping I can get that at the Glaramara Hotel. If not, it'll have to wait until I get to Keswick. So I've been asked by a fair few people on the way down, where's Scafell Pike, how long does it take, yada yada yada. Some completely ill-prepared when I told them how long it would take. And then others who just, you know, got a rough idea what they're doing, just want a bit of guidance, which is fine. Pleasant people. But then I just got asked by one couple who didn't have a clue at all. So I thought I'd try and give them a bit of a detailed route and explain what is probably the best route, which was to go up, well, in my opinion, do a circular, go up Ruddy Gill, up to Escors, up onto the ridge, past Great End, across the Scafell Pike, and then come back down the corridor route. So I'm explaining that to him. But the guy, he just, he got really impatient. I thought, you ignorant bastard. So anyway, I hope they end up in Piers Gill. That'll serve them. I don't really. Right, I'm about 2 minutes from Seathwaite Farm. There used to be a little honesty box down here. There might still be, just might not be anything in it, but a can of Coke would be marvellous. So anyway, once I get past Seathwaite Farm, as I said earlier, it's just a trudge back to Seatola. So yeah, absolutely love this past 24 hours, but it's come to an end. So on that note, I'm going to leave the video here. So if you watched, thanks for watching. Consider giving us a like. You might even consider giving us a subscribe. Is that how you say it? Giving us a subscribe. You might want to consider subscribing. That's a better way. But anyway, if you've watched, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.